it doesn't quite accomplish it. So he actually doesn't get all the drones because he stopped attacking the drones individually, and the vultures just went off and started attacking the hatchery instead of the drones. So he actually only got 5 or 6 drones, something along those lines. Could have been a really good attack, and in the meantime, oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. All those Hydralisks attacked that extra base, and they did exactly what I was kind of fearing they would. He was tiered, but he wasn't quite tiered enough. He kind of needed one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, you know, all the way up, so that they could cover each other. He kind of had a clump here that was not really as well protected from by these tanks as they could have been. Loses the command center as well, so phatyoungn just, every time he tries to take a new base, he's getting shut down and shut down and shut down. And this is a do-or-die situation for him as well, because remember, University of Illinois, who's being represented by the Zerg player Waffle, is up 2-1 now in the series because they won the first game, the first TVZ with that Marine Rush with the 2 barracks, and the third game was a forfeit in University of Illinois' favor. So phatyoungn needs to win this game to force an ace match for his team to stay in it. And if he doesn't, then it's definitely going to be a win for University of Illinois. And let's see, Aspire finally going down 29 minutes into the game. And we're seeing Aspire for the Zerg player. And, oh, here comes some Vultures coming in here to attack again. Doing some decent micro on those Vultures. Going to take out those Lings probably. And now he's going to be free to take out more drones as well. He's going to mine up. He may even take out those eggs with the mines. Oh, accidentally takes out his own Vulture with the egg, the mine that was hitting the egg. And now he's killing off drones. Hydros are working on, there the Hydros pop. They're going to be able to clean up that last Vulture. But in the meantime, again, Waffle just rallying tons of Zerg units to this point here. Again, just mounting for a big attack. And really the way he's going to win it is, even though he keeps sending units to their doom in this corridor over here, attacking the sieged up defenses of phatyoungn. Is he attaching an Overlord, I wonder? Yeah, there's the Overlord, so he's going to be able to take out, as soon as that pops, he's going to be able to take out these mines. But, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. Yes, he's going to be able to win just by starving out phatyoungn, because look at this, he's almost finished with these mineral patches here. Most of these have 200 minerals left or less. And he really needs to take this base again, but SCV goes in to try and take that base, and is not able to accomplish that. Single circling chilling there. He's going to be able to take that out and now get that base up and running. But still, he's going to be running off of one base, because this will probably get up and running about the same time that this mines out. And it looks like he is moving out for an attack here. This may be kind of a last-ditch attack, trying to do what he can with his forces, and you know he's going to get starved out. Moves in, he's got a Radiance going down on the Hydralisk. Nicely done in the clump of Hydralisk. The tanks as well, but this time he doesn't have quite the same corridor to funnel the Zerg units into, and the Zerg units are able to spread out a little bit more and do some damage, and takes out all the tanks. And now, wow, phatyoungn with no forces left at all is in really, really deep trouble at this point. If he attacks now, even though he has this corridor that he could hold off, well, I guess actually he still probably wouldn't even be able to penetrate that, just because there's just too much stuff. You only need really a few tanks there. One more tank, two more tanks would be fine, and enough to slaughter anything that came down there. But again, there's no way now that he can move out at all. And wow, this economy is just going way, way, way too high for Waffle. He's got drones going on over here now. He's got drones over here still. Got drones here. Got drones there, and starting to take this as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running bases for Waffle versus almost no running bases for phatyoungn. So he is really, really in deep trouble. I wonder if he even knows that these other bases are going on. I saw him comp-setting around earlier, so I think he probably does. And oh, here comes some dropships moving in. A couple tanks and some Vultures flying right over those Hydralisks, but they are going to survive to get down there in the back. And he's going to siege up. I guess he's hoping to just strike a blow at the heart of Waffle's base right now, take out some vital tech buildings, and he's actually going to be able to do a decent job. He's got mines being laid down here. He's got Vultures, so that's going to protect against an Hydralisk attack. And it looks like Waffle may be setting up just for a counter instead. He's going to take out maybe this spawning pool. Hydros moving in here. Vultures running in to intercept. They're going to buy some time. Mines go off, killing a bunch of stuff, but oh, the Hydros do manage to get through. and are going to manage to take out those tanks. So he does get the spawning pool at least, so that's going to stop him from making Zerglings for a little while. But I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal for him, since he's mostly going for these Hydralisks anyway, and he's just been mixing a few Zerglings and no Zerglings in at the moment. Anyway, he has managed to get several tanks up, so again, this location is going to be impenetrable rather, if he decides to just move down this corridor here. But he is getting this base up, so finally he's getting that third base up. He really needs to, I mean, he should be taking the fourth right now even. He could move up here and siege up here, you know, put siege tanks everywhere. It's always a good way to defend. But he really needs more bases, or he needs to also go and maybe try and kill off these other bases. Comsat is going to see that those sun colonies are going to protect that base. So really, you know, it would be, well, there's a couple hydros there, so it'd be hard to do anything to that base. But really, he would need to do a lot more vulture harassment, that kind of thing. Oh, he's going to do another suicide run. Here we go. All right, we get to see more slaughter of Zerg units. Once again, where's his tanks? His tanks are in the back, so they may actually get this front row of tanks. There's tanks in the front here, but as soon as they get back into the main part, they're going to start getting slaughtered again. Irradiate's going down, hurting those Hydros and all the Hydros surround them. So it's going to be doing some decent damage. It actually managed to work his way down through that first tier of the tanks, and actually towards the second tier as well. He just did not have enough stuff in the way, but he may take out one or two tanks in addition, but is going to lose 3 or 4 control groups of Hydralisks at the same time. And it looks like he may actually take out the defenses here. No, not quite, not quite. Vulture's coming in to just barely save that location. But critically, at the same time, he's attacking this extra base over here, and that's going to be the end, but he's not mining at all anywhere. And once that base is taken out, he's going to have no chance of getting any mining going at all. And SCV's popping out there, and he's got no minerals in the bank to even build another command center. So he could theoretically float this out. No, he's going to GG. So phatyoungn holding out, killing countless Hydralisks and Zerglings who decided to run down the corridor of death, decided to just jump into the gauntlet, and that didn't work out too well for them. So holding off a lot of attacks, doing remarkably well, holding off tons of attacks, but just was not able to get enough bases and was not able to capitalize on his gains. When he had the advantage, he wasn't able to move out and really do the damage and do the attacks. And so eventually, even though we had Hydralisks just being thrown to their deaths against tank lines, Waffle just had too many forces because he had 5 bases at the end there because his natural mined out, but a total of 7 bases, 5 of which were mining at the end. So he had a huge economy, and all he had to do, and he just was able to build up enough Hydros to just keep slowing him down, and also critically keep killing off the expansion bases that phatyoungn had. Anyway, so that's going to do it for this series. University of Illinois, props to them for winning this series. Like I said, this is an older set of replays, unfortunately. It took me a while to get to them. So the season is actually over already. They're in the postseason at the moment. So if you want to find out how your team is doing or anything like that, you can hear this as well. Boom! cstarleague.com. You can go here and you can check out, you know, all the standings and everything. I won't click on the standings just in case for some reason someone doesn't want them spoiled or anything like that. But you can find out all your C-Star League, Collegiate Star League info here at the website, and find out how your team's doing, that kind of thing. Yes, so anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Congratulations to University of Illinois for winning the set. And again, thanks very much to the anonymous donor who sponsored this series. Yeah, that'll do it. Take care. Thanks very much for watching, and GG's.